This is a presentation on Chapter 6 about DNS zone layout, determining the best method of deployment. And we're going to discuss the ADDS site structure, distribution of IT department, and forwarding. Now, the ADDS site structure manages the replication of traffic. If you have a large environment, like Active Directory domain service, in a very large WAN, then the ADDS sites can limit replication traffic across this network because each site requires at least one DC to manage these requests, and the ADDS DNS can respond to the client request, reducing the amount of traffic on your network. Distribution of IT department. So how your IT department is set up determines the layout for your DNS zones. If you have a centralized IT department, then one department is responsible for all of it. And though it's easier to take care of in one sense than in another, there's more that has to be done by fewer people. Whereas delegation removes some of the maintenance burden so that not one department is responsible for everything. Now we're going to talk about forwarding. There are two types of forwarding: standard and conditional. Standard forwarding instructs a DNS server to forward all queries for DNS domains not hosted on a server to another server or servers. Conditional forwarding instructs a DNS server to forward non-authoritative queries for a specific non-hosted domain to a specific DNS server or servers. And there's a few ways that you can use forwarding. You can create an internal DNS hierarchy. This minimizes the effects of queries on your WAN connection. You can centralize your DNS through forwarding. If you have two DNS servers and they forward all your queries to the ISP or another internet-based DNS server, you'll have some fault tolerance in case of a server failure if you use two. And the rest of the DNS servers point to the external forwarding DNS servers or another internal server, and this keeps the traffic limited on your two top-tier servers, which will help your traffic on your network. It protects your internal DNS server. It forces the internal DNS servers to forward the internet name requests to another server, and it keeps you from having direct internet communication. And this was a presentation of Chapter 6, DNS Zone Layout.